Hi friends, I'm Carol Keller, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Illinois in the US, and coming on to do a Rare These Days live. I received my pre-order for the upcoming September to December mini catalog and the September online exclusives. Came yesterday afternoon and I just had to share what I got. I'm doing a paper share, as hopefully you've seen on some of my posts and emails. And so I have the papers that will be included in the paper share, plus actually a sneak peek at one that won't be, but I'll tell you why when we get to that. I also have some bundles and I think a single stamp set, I'm not sure, but I know a couple of bundles and embellishments, some bling and some ribbon, because you know I love those. So I am going to turn my camera around right away so that we can get started. But just an FYI for the paper share, it's $40 and you're going to see all the papers that you're going to get. I may even include a little extra surprise in there. Actually, one for sure, but maybe two. We'll see. So, and I'll talk about that a little bit as we go. So it's $40 for porch pickup, and if you want it shipped to you, you'll just have to pay the shipping too. But I use Pirate Ship for the best price. Okay, here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the papers first. I'm going to tell you what's an online exclusive and what's in the September to December mini catalog. Online exclusives, there's nothing sort of special about them. It's just that they're not in any catalog. They are only available there. I guess there is one special thing. They're only available while supplies last. So if you like what you see, you want to order it as soon as they go live in September, because they do sometimes tend to run out, where the September to December items are kind of guaranteed at least almost through the life of the catalog. So there you go. There's a little distinction between the two. So let me start with the online exclusive designer series papers and specialty papers. The first one is called Gathering Together, and it is a specialty paper. It's got some beautiful gold foiling. Hopefully you can see that. And again, there's a delay, so I don't think I'm going to wait until it starts, but really nice gold foiling. Actually, this one probably goes this way. And that one. Some more leaves. Definitely a fall feel. Stripes with some gold throughout. And then another leaf pattern. And then, of course, the other sides that coordinate, and they're not gold foiled, but they coordinate with the front side. So that is the first one. And again, these are the online exclusives that are available, or that will be available. They're available to demonstrators now, but customers in September. All right, the next one is called Silent Snowfall, and it's another specialty paper. You get 6 sheets, and they all look like this one. So you will get a sample of this in the paper share. I don't know if you can see it, but there are embossed snowflakes, excuse me, snowflakes on there. See, it's been a long time since I did a live. I'm losing my voice already. So embossed snowflakes throughout. So like I said, I don't know, hopefully you can see that. Maybe, oh yeah, I guess you can see it on camera, good. So yeah, very cute. You'll get a sample of that. You'll get a sample of all those papers that I showed you in the designer series paper pack that was before that. Another specialty paper that's an online exclusive is called All Season Velvet. And oh my goodness, these are thick and soft. Here are the 3 colors that they come in. So white, I think it's just white, red, and green. Yeah, they're not necessarily like cherry cobbler or shaded spruce, you know, because I think it's hard sometimes for the manufacturers to match our colors exactly, but they certainly will coordinate, and that is a pretty one. So again, for the paper share, you will get a sampling of all 3 of those. The next paper is called Elegant Pine Snowflakes, and this one is not a specialty paper, but there you go. I love it. It got a little snowflake feel, and like this one especially, but uses the pines to create them. So I thought that was different. And I like the nice color palette. Some pine cones. And then again, snowflakes, but made, again, some of them with the pine branches. And here are the back sides. Very pretty, all those different greens and blues to coordinate. I will also post pictures of everything tonight so that you can see them again. All right, the next one, this is the last online exclusive paper, and it's a specialty paper. It's called Modern Christmas. This one is a stunner. Again, gold foiling, black, white, and gold. And some stripes. And this one has a really subtle, it's basically circles of gold, very pretty. And then this one, trying to show you all that beautiful foiling. And then on the other side, again, black and white, and it's upside down, but it says fa la la. And I do know that because we're on Facebook, this is backwards, and I apologize because the only time it's really going to matter is when I show you the stamp sets, but I think it'll be okay. The other thing that I have from the online exclusives, it's not paper exactly, but it's got paper in it, is the Lovely Florals Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. And I just thought these pages would be absolutely gorgeous. I may even get more than one of these. And so in the scrapbooking kits, they show you, and this is not part of the paper share, obviously, but just to show you the front and the back of the DSPs. And then here, I haven't looked at that, but that looks like it has several. That's very pretty. That must be one-sided, and then you cut it specifically. And then some two-tone cardstock in a bunch of different colors. And then, of course, all the instructions for how to put them together. But, oh, love that so much, both of those pages. And then here are the next two. And the last two. Very, very pretty. So that is, again, an online exclusive. Next, we have papers that will be featured in the September to December mini catalog. The first one is called Autumn Toile. And these are the papers that you get. I love when they do, you know, really different color palettes. I mean, yes, they coordinate, but like, and these two coordinate and these two, but these two not necessarily with each other, not directly. So I love it. And then on the back side, shades of brown to coordinate with all of them. And you will again get that, all of the rest, that one and the rest of the ones I'm going to show you with one exception are going to be part of the paper share. This one is called Peaceful Garden. I really like this. I bought almost the whole suite. So you will see a bundle and you'll see some bling and some ribbon that all are part of this suite. So all in shades of blue. And then the other sides, really like that. And then this paper is also part of the suite. It's specialty paper. It's called Peaceful Garden Glimmer Paper. And there are 3 shades that it comes in. So like a silvery one, and then black, or it might be Secret Sea actually. Let me look, it'll say on here. No, it just says blue, dark gray, and soft green. So apparently this is a greenish tone, I'm thinking, because these are definitely not, but ooh, love it. And so that coordinates with the paper that I just showed you since it's part of that suite. The next one I think is a specialty. Let me see. Yes, this is a specialty paper too. Traditions of Christmas specialty paper. So again, with gold foiling, which hopefully you can see on camera. So pretty. And then this one, trying to show them off to their best advantage. So pinks and reds and that pool party. Very dramatic one there. And then the last one, love poinsettias. And then these are the coordinating colors on the other side of each one. Beautiful. There's one more specialty paper. This is called Earth and Toned Metallic. So it's kind of a brownish metallic, and you will get a sample of that as well. This to me is the showstopper, what I'm going to show you next. It is called Lights of Aurora. Yep, Lights of Aurora. And it's 6 by 6. And of course, you know me. If you know me, you know this color palette is my favorite. And I've already seen some demonstrators make cards using this that really were stunning. And then the other sides, again, coordinating with those first sides. So you will get that in the paper share. So everything you've seen so far will be in the paper share, with the exception of, like I said, that scrapbooking kit obviously won't be, but everything else will. And then this is one paper pack that is not in the paper share, and you'll see why when I show you, called Christmas Tags and More Mix and Match Specialty DSP. So here are the sheets. So you can see, you can maybe cut them apart to make tags. And this one especially cuts apart nicely. So 5 of these, and you get 8 of each sheet, I believe, in the pack. Or 4 of those. Yep, 4. Not 5. And these are tags. There are 3 of these sheets, which is why it can't be split. If there were 6, I could do it, but not with only 3. But everything punches out. Everything is a die cut that you can use to decorate for a tag. I'm gonna lay that out there because that one little ornament's ready to pop out. So you might just get a little bonus and see some of those in the paper share, just saying. And I might also design a tag class around it. I'm still kind of debating. And then these are the Greetings for You Mix and Match Ephemera pack. And these are actually, I think they are peel and stick. So definitely lots of greetings that you can use. There are 3 different sheets, and there are 2 of each. So you get lots and lots of greetings that you can use if you want to make cards very quickly, and you can do it even probably without stamping, depending on what you use, if you use some DSP. But again, lots of them. So Merry Christmas. There are 6 of them because there are of these, because there are 3 here and 3 on the other sheet, and that kind of thing. So those are very cute. Gold foil, obviously. And yeah, they're very thick, and they look like you peel off the back. But I have not verified that yet because, like I said, just came yesterday. Now let me show you the stamp sets I do have. I thought I had a single stamp set, and then 3 bundles that I got. This is an online exclusive. It's called Sweet Halloween. It is meant for scrapbooking, because there is a scrapbooking workshop kit that this does coordinate with, and I didn't get it, but this coordinates with that. I love this, Here for the Candy. That was definitely my kids back in the day. And then here's a bundle that I just loved. It's called Homemade Treats. Oh, that's right, and I forgot that it's backwards. So the Boo Crew, Here for the Candy, Too Cute to Spook, and it just says, ooh, and Bewitched. So just in case you couldn't read it, the homemade treats, it's beginning to taste like Christmas. 'Tis the season for baking, From the Kitchen of, and then the rest obviously you can see. And we did a lot of baking. I did a lot of baking with the kids when they were growing up. So I know I can use this on scrapbook pages. And then here are the coordinating dies. So they cut out all of these, and you can actually cut out 2 gingerbread, 2 candy canes, and 2 Santa hats at once, because there are 2 of each of those dies. So love it. And then the little tray, love it. I'm gonna get some good use out of that. And those are all from online exclusives. The next 2 bundles are from the mini catalog. So Branching Out is the first one. It says, wishing you a day filled with many happy moments, to a very special someone, sent with lots of love from our family to yours. Happiest birthday wishes. I like that. Thinking of you brings joy to my heart. Hello and friend. So it's, it's not necessarily like a Christmas set. You can use it for birthdays or thinking of you, that kind of thing. And then these are the dies that go along with it, called Branching Out. And I love this. They are, I believe, not meant to cut out these. There are just separate ones, coordinating ones. So, and I love, obviously, all of these that you can use to make frames and mat them, and, cut them out in different sizes so you can mat them on your card. So I can't wait to play with that. I will be playing with that hopefully in the next day or 2. Then the last bundle I have is called Peace on Earth. So this one is sentiments, love, peace, love, and joy, sending, wishing you all the best in your new adventure, with deepest sympathy, heartfelt prayers, peace on earth, and big hugs for a good friend. So again, yes, you could use some of these for Christmas, but also sympathy and, just thinking of you. And then these are the dies. So again, and I'm not sure if these cut out anything from the DSP. I haven't checked it out yet, but again, 2 labels that you can layer. And so, you know, obviously they don't cut out the words, but you can use the words on the tags or the labels that you cut out and things to coordinate with that and with the rest of the suite, that DSP and the glimmer paper. That's the word. So that's what I have for bundles and stamp sets. And now for the bling. First I have the black and white and gold baker's twine. So black and gold and white and gold. And these coordinate with that modern Christmas paper, specialty paper. And along with that, they have some large gold hoops. And I've already seen a few really cute ideas for making ornaments, which I think I'm gonna do. I bought some of these to do that with, and you know, maybe even using those tags, those gold foil tags. I haven't quite decided yet. Figure that out soon here. And those are from online exclusives. These are also an online exclusive, the Cajun Craze and Gold Dots. And if you saw my email or my posts, I am going to include a sample of these with your paper share. So you'll get those too. They hopefully you can see it on camera, but it's got little gold speckles throughout. Very, very pretty. Great for fall cards. And then also an online exclusive is the faceted snowflakes. Very pretty. And you can just see the, you know, the detail. I don't know if you can catch it on camera or if you really need to see it up close, but you can see that they're not just hexagons like they, at first glance, they look like. They're very detailed along the edges. That makes them look more like snowflakes. Very pretty. And then now the rest of these are in the mini catalog. Those 2 are online exclusives, like I said. This one is called Streaked Dots. And so I don't know, again, if you could catch it on camera, but they're they've got different shadings of color in them. So those are fun. Great for, again, fall cards. And then next is, love these so much. Oh my gosh, they are called Frosted Iridescent Dots. Again, if you know me, you know my color palette, the pinks and blues and purples. And they're just, I like the frosted look. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, and they are, you can see the iridescent. I can see that especially on these, when all of them, when I turn them to the side like that. Very pretty. Next is another set of bling that coordinates with that Peace on Earth bundle. And these are the Hues of Blue flowers. So again, obviously different shades of blue, and these look like white. Really pretty. These I know are from the mini catalog, the Shimmer Star Foam Stickers. So very shimmery in 3 colors, and they're thick. I don't, probably you can't see it so well on camera, but they're a little thick, so they're raised up with foam. So great for those Halloween pages and cards. And then we've got some bling. We've got some ribbon, sorry, that was the bling. First is the Irregular Weave Trim. I love this too for some good fall cards. So I tried to pull out a little bit of each one so you could see it. This is Real Red Shiny Ribbon. And it's got like a shimmer to it. That is really pretty. This, I believe, coordinates with that Peace on Earth bundle too. It's Misty Moonlight Silver Edged Ribbon. And it was harder to tell in the catalog. I wasn't sure how pronounced the silver was on the edges, but all the loops are silver, so you really can see the distinction. In the picture, it was a little bit harder to see. This is Balmy Blue Sheer Ribbon. Go nice with those dots. Those frosted dots that I was showing you. They may be part of the same suite. And then this was my favorite of the ribbons. It's Petunia Pop Iridescent Ribbon. And again, hopefully you can see on camera, it's really shiny and pretty. Oh my goodness. I am gonna have fun with that. So I think that's everything. The only other thing I wanted to show you, and it's not part of the mini catalog or the online exclusives, is something that's already available, but I had been saving my points for this, my reward points, and I finally had enough to use to get them for free. So I'm very excited because they're pricey. I think it's a bundle, yes. The first one is the Party Alphabet Dies, and I mean, look at that huge package. So huge letters that you can use for banners, but I will tell you, you can use them on scrapbook pages too, because I saw someone, she used the beautiful Extraordinary Flora washi tape. Oh my gosh, I have to copy these pages. And the one page said date and the other one said night. And she used those big letters and these banners that are the other part of the bundle. So look at all these banners. So it is, obviously, it's a little bit of a pricier bundle, but like I said, I saved my points. So if you like it, I recommend doing that too. And so the banners go from small to really large. So you could make a big banner, you know, happy birthday or happy retirement, congratulations, whatever it might be. And I just love it. Plus you can also use obviously the smaller ones on cards. So, and you can make holes so that you can string a string or a ribbon or something through them to string them together. So I had to show that because I was so excited. I've been wanting to get those. They've been on my wish list and I finally did. Wonderful things. All right. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to sign off now before it gets too late. And like I said, I will post pictures. I will try to post pictures of everything, but for sure the DSP that I showed you, that's part of the paper share. So if you don't want to spend all the money on every paper pack in the online exclusives and the mini, this is a good way to get a sampling of them. And then you could always buy your favorites afterwards, but then you get a sampling of all of them that you can use. And I make sure you get one of each design. So obviously the paper's two-sided, you would get 2 sheets. So you could use one for one side and one for the other side. So if you have any questions, reach out about that. But thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. And I will see you again soon. Oh, before I sign off, that's right. You have to register for the paper share by September 2nd because the catalog goes live and the online exclusives on September 3rd. So I need to order them early on September 3rd. So as long as you reach out by then, I will hook you up. All right. Take care, everyone. Happy stamping.